everyone, welcome to Coffee and Crafting. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lori and welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 high-end Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs using their wood trees. So if you like home projects, thrift makeovers, and easy to make home decor all on a budget, then I hope you will consider to subscribe to my channel and join my DIY family. So grab a coffee or your favorite drink and let's start. For this DIY, I have a wooden tree from the Dollar Tree and a piece of crafting paper from Michael's. I'll glue the tree to the paper using a glue stick. I'll cut the paper around the tree and use my knife to cut closer to the edge to remove any excess paper. I'll sand the edges for a smoother, cleaner look. I'll cut some ribbon from the Dollar Tree and some I had on hand to decorate the tree. I'll glue the pieces of ribbon on the tree to make it look like garland. It's time for a little coffee in my favorite mug. Mom knows a lot, Grandma knows everything. I love that saying. My daughter gave this mug to me last Christmas. I'll cut the ends of the ribbon to the edge of the tree. I have some wood buttons. I'll paint them with the antique wax from Waverly, wiping off the excess. Then I'll glue the buttons on the ribbon. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lori, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment to consider and click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload any new videos. And if you can give me thumbs up by clicking the like button, this really helps my channel to continue to grow and be recognized. And leave me a comment down below on which DIY you like the most, or just to say hello. I'm going to dry brush around the edges of the tree to cover up the white from the paper, and I'll dry brush a little on the top of the tree to give it a rustic, antique look. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging more. I'm going to cut strips of burlap and ribbon from the Dollar Tree and some I had on hand to make a messy bow. When we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. I'll crisscross the pieces of ribbon in no particular pattern. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and share. I'll use the zip tie to connect the ribbon together in the center to form the bow. I'll glue a piece of burlap around the zip tie to cover it.
Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memory.
I'll glue the messy bow to the top of the tree and glue a button in the center of the bow.
Making our Christmas memory.
I'm going to trim the bottom of my ribbon. I'll fold the ribbon over, cut it on a slant at the bottom, and this will make them look like fishtails.
Just you and nobody else.
I'm going to make a stand for the tree with a small plank of wood. I'll cut a piece of ribbon for the top, gluing the ends on the back of the wood.
It's just gonna be you and me. Hanging by the fire.
I'll use Gorilla Glue to glue another piece of wood the same size to cover up the ribbon ends, and this will give the stand more of a high-end look. I'll put a few clamps on the wood until the glue dries. I'll glue a tumbling block on top of the ribbon, then glue the tree to the tumbling block to help support the tree to stand on its own. And I'll glue one tumbling block on the front of the tree. I'll glue reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree on the stand to cover up the tumbling blocks and to give it more of a finished high-end look. I'll glue mini pine cones and sticks from the Dollar Tree on the stand to give it more of an outdoor rustic look. And to finish this DIY, I have a package of mini ornaments from Walmart from last year. I'll use the Merry Christmas sign and glue it to the stand and add some reindeer moss in front. I'll make a mini twine bow and glue it on the Merry Christmas sign. I love how this rustic farmhouse antique look Christmas tree turned out. It will give a table or a shelf a warm outdoor feeling that will complement any kind of decor. I absolutely love how this one turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think. For this DIY, I have a wooden tree from the Dollar Tree. I'll stain the tree with the antique wax from Waverly and wipe off the excess.
I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye.
I have a different wooden tree that I had on hand and a piece of crafting paper from Hobby Lobby. I'll put Mod Podge on the tree and place it on the paper. I'll use a knife to cut around the tree to remove the excess paper, then sand the edges for a smooth, cleaner look. I have a metal tree from last year's Christmas stash. I'm going to use E6000 and hot glue on tumbling blocks to glue to the back of the metal to give it the strength it needs to stay on. I made one of these tree stands last year in one of my videos. It turned out so nice and was one of my best videos watched. If you haven't seen the video, I'll leave a link in the description box down below for you to check it out. I wanted to make another one this year, just a little different. I always like to have a nice finished look with my DIYs, so I'll stain the tumbling blocks with the antique wax. If you look on the side when it's all done, you kind of do see the tumbling blocks, so this will help blend it in. I'll use E6000 and hot glue to attach the metal tree to the stained tree. I'll glue the other tree to the back of the wood stain tree, peeking out on the side. I found a wooden stand in my crafting stash. This will be perfect for the trees. I'll put hot glue inside the slot and place the trees inside the slot. I'll glue tumbling blocks on the back to help support the trees. I did use about 7 tumbling blocks so it would balance the back with the front. I'm going to glue some reindeer moss from the Dollar Tree on the stand under the trees to give it a finished look. And to finish this DIY, I'll stain a wood star with the antique wax from Waverly and glue it on the music sheet tree at the top. This triple tree stand will look beautiful on my shelf this Christmas. I love the end result, and it did take some time and effort to make it look high-end with the outdoor rustic look. I think I'll add some fairy lights in behind the metal tree to light it up. Let me know in the comments what you think. For this DIY, I have an 8x10 frame from the Dollar Tree. I'll remove the back and the glass. I'll paint the frame with the white chalk paint from Waverly. When the frame dries, I'll dry brush the antique wax from Waverly to give it a rustic look. I have a piece of Christmas fabric from Walmart. It has the words peace, joy, hope, Merry Christmas, and family on it. I'm going to place the fabric on the glass and turn it over. I'll brush Mod Podge on the glass, and then I'll fold the fabric over to seal the fabric to the glass. I'll place the fabric glass in the frame and put the back on, pushing down the clips to keep it in place. I have 2 square wood dowels. I'll paint them with the white chalk paint, then I'll dry brush the antique wax on them to match the frame. I'll glue the dowels on the frame at the top and bottom with E6000 and hot glue. I have a wood tree from the Dollar Tree. I'll stain it with the antique wax from Waverly and wipe off any excess. I have some twine from the Dollar Tree. I'll glue it on the back and wrap it around the Christmas tree several times.
Without freezing, yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having.
I'll glue the tree on the side of the frame.
If the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring, it will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year
I'm going to make a bow for the top of the tree with some ribbon from the Dollar Tree.
send you ready. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this in Christmas times. Oh, and the sun said it is just getting better on a blanket with the skyline painted in blue. Ooh, yeah, that's what we do. We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family.
I'll glue the bow on top of the tree and add a button in the middle of the bow.
It's Christmas.
I decided to paint some white chalk paint on the ends of the tree to make it look like snow was on it, and some on top of the tree. And that's when this DIY went downhill. I should have stopped when I was painting the ends on the tree. When I started to paint on the top to give it a look with some white snow on the top, it didn't turn out. It didn't look good. So I ended up painting the entire tree with the white chalk paint. That even looked worse. So I dry brushed some antique wax on the top to try to blend it in to look like the frame. And that was even more of a nightmare. I just kept painting and it just got worse and worse. So I finally stopped and looked at it. I couldn't go back and redo it all. The tree was already glued to the frame, and so was everything else. And I just had to accept it and make the best out of the mess that I made. So I glued some stained wood buttons on the tree to kind of help it and maybe throw off how bad it looks. looking back on the video, it looked fine the way it was. So lesson learned, don't do it again. This DIY wasn't my best one, but it's part of crafting and accepting and learning to love what you make as well. It is growing on me now, and it will be a pretty addition on my kitchen shelf. And with the shiplap in the background, it will still give it that beautiful rustic farmhouse Christmas look. And then maybe no one will notice the mess of the tree. I hope I did inspire you today with some new ideas for your Christmas decor this year. I want to thank you again for spending some time with me. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, have a beautiful day and bye for now.